Hey guys, and welcome back to Pickleball King. So today we are playing Hearts of Iron, as you can tell, but more importantly, we are going to be playing a challenge. That challenge is that we're going to be playing as the Soviet Union, and we're not allowed to use any Frontlines or any military orders. The only military orders we are allowed to use are like naval invasions or like paradropping, just because there is no way to like micro that. But everything else is off limits. We're going to go back to regular difficulty, and we're going to be playing with historical AI focuses just because the crazy things that happened last game, like, I don't think I could handle that while having to micro everything. But let's get started. Alright, before we get too deep into this video, I do want to preface this by saying that I have literally never done anything like this before. So this is my first attempt at trying to do microing. Like, this is the opposite of what I usually love to do. I love just drawing huge arrows and just letting the AI do all the work for me. But unfortunately, we can't do that today. I'm going to have to micro everything myself. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to really focus on like high quality divisions. Also, I just wanted to quickly thank everyone who voted in the poll. This video came from you guys in the comments, and I put it out there and you guys voted for it. So everyone who voted, thank you so much. And if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Alright, the Spanish Civil War has just kicked off, so we are going to send some volunteers. But what is more important for us is this will be our first time actually fighting with no front lines. Much like, you know, historical nations, right? We gotta like learn how to fight, right? Because honestly, anyone can draw arrows, but can anyone micro? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But we're gonna send them 4 tanks and 2 mountaineers. So hopefully they do well in Spain, and hopefully they don't just get like surrounded by the Germans and die. But we'll see how it goes.
A few moments later.
Alright, it appears that we've been encircled in Spain, which is very unfortunate. Yeah, that we just lost 4 divisions. This is a hard lesson of war that we have to learn, and it's better to learn it here in Spain than it is back home, which is I always got to make sure like I don't get flanked. Alright, we are now in 1939. I have just sent an ultimatum to Estonia for them to be annexed, and Germany has offered the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact, and we shall sign the treaty. I have very much shrunk down our army at this point. I think we're at like 80-ish divisions? 73 divisions, because I don't think I can handle more, and I'm just keeping them in the big cities for right now, because even deploying them is going to be pain. Alright, Estonia submits. Very cool. Alright, luckily for us, Germany did honor the deal, which that makes our border smaller, which is nice. Alright, I've broken Germany's cipher, and we can see that they have 166 divisions, which is about twice as many as I have, which is pretty concerning. However, they do have the same amount of deployed manpower. Well, roughly. They're at 1.6 million, while I am at 1.1. Okay, they have more. Alright, so the border conflict has started with Japan, but I don't have any divisions, so they are still just moving on the train. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. I imagine I'm just going to instantly lose as soon as they pull up, but I like how we're forcing the Japanese to wait until our army shows up to do a border skirmish. They're being very honorable. What? So despite the fact that my boys never pulled up... Oh wait, just kidding. I'm dyslexic. I didn't see the Japanese victory. I just saw victory. I was like, yo, let's go. Alright, Finland has demanded our reject, so I think we're gonna go to war with Finland. This is gonna be a good test of to see how good I am at microing, because Finland isn't tough, but it is a big border. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, this has been a pretty big challenge, but I am pretty sure that there's at least 1 division everywhere on the border. However, if you can tell, I'm kind of just gonna focus rushing down in the south, but let's go ahead and declare war. And I imagine the first bit will be fine. Here, I gotta do so much microing. Alright, let's just see. Alright, we are winning. Our tanks are doing well. I'm just gonna have them rush Helsinki. Man, oh man. Like, nothing gets done unless I click on it. This is an issue. Alright, Helsinki has fallen at this point. Alright, the war in Finland is going well. Although a little messy, and lots of clicking requiring, it is working. Alright, we have beaten the Finnish. We've made them a puppet, and that was an interesting exercise. Finland was relatively easy. I'm very worried for when the war with Germany comes now, but I kind of have a plan. If I have Finland, Mongolia, and Hanatuva as puppets, they can use their AI front line, so they might be able to help, you know, prevent us from being encircled. But I also trusted the Republican AIs in Spain, and I still got encircled. Alright, the Germans have just declared war on us. We are definitely having some reds, so I'm thinking that this Molotov line may not be practical. So I think I'm going to cancel that, and I think we might switch to improve the Stalin line. Alright, at first glance, I am seeing a lot of red. However, the Germans haven't called in any of their friends yet. I may have spoken too early. They just called the Hungarians into battle. So far, the war isn't going horrendous. We're definitely losing in a few places, but we're not losing on the whole front line, and I can kinda manage the places where we're losing. Holy cow, I just realized the UK must be making so many planes. The UK is importing 120 aluminum for us. That's actually insane. Alright, what I really gotta watch out for is when they make like these little breakouts like this, because if I don't pay attention, I'm gonna end up with a bunch of troops encircled this way. What's good is we are actually pushing up here in Norway. Alright, Japan just declared war on the Philippines, meaning that the US should be entering the war. The one good thing is, even though we're microing, we've only taken 23,000 casualties, while the Germans have taken 200,000 casualties from us. So we're at a good ratio, but there's definitely issues in the front lines, and I definitely did not have enough divisions. Alright, so in terms of the front line, the south has been holding really well. However, the central and the north has not been holding quite as well. I'm just trying to deploy troops as fast as possible at this point. And sure, Ethiopia, we can have some non-aggression. I have made a very big mistake. I can't tell if this is encircled, but I'm pretty sure all of these divisions are encircled. So we need to unencircle them before they all die, because this is a sizable army here. Man, the Germans are just running laps around me. Holy cow. I needed so many more divisions. Man, this is a struggle. The one good thing is this whole southern line we are holding. However, I'm worried that they might get encircled at this point. And this is going horrendous over here. I don't know what quite to do because they've just covered so much ground and I just can't get these divisions out fast enough. Can we get some more tanks out? We can, alright. Yeah, this pocket I think is going to be crushed. However, we did just get a bunch of forts, so hopefully this will help a little bit. I say that, meanwhile they're almost at Kiev and it's like completely undefended. Holy cow, yeah, we're about to get encircled here massively. Oh, we got another pocket encircled. Man, I just can't keep up, man. This requires, like, maximum brain power. It also just requires having more than however many divisions I have. But yeah, 118. Alright, unfortunately, even though the South has actually held, like, the entire front line, I think I'm gonna have to make an executive decision to pull them out because we're too close of an encirclement at this point. Even though these mountains are so nice for defending. We might want to, like, reestablish the line something like this. Yeah, this is not going to be fun pulling out, but I think we have to. Alright, you know what? Since we still own, like, this encirclement, I don't know if we own this state. But this state, since it's under our control, we're going to go ahead and just do some scorched earth here. Alright, I think it's the end of this encirclement. They fought really well. They survived for much longer than I thought they would. However, as you can see, they are doing some major pushes into us. Alright, part of the issue is I don't know if I can move all of these troops, because the idea was to move the front line. However, the evacuation has been slower than I expected, so they might just cut us off at the Black Sea, because all they have to do is take this one tile at this point. So this is very much not good. Luckily, we can deploy some medium tanks, so we're going to protect it, but it's still going to be tight. Alright, it appears that this army is also partially encircled. There's still ports, however, there is no direct rail connection to supply these boys. So I totally forgot about Norway, so now we have 3 dudes trapped on this island, and then 3 just over here, but we'll see if we can break them out. I just heard the naval invasion sound. I think we're being navally invaded. This is bad, because I also... Oh, we got the US and the Allies. Let's go. Where are these guys going? Because I do not have Leningrad protected. Am I going to lose Leningrad? 1 second. We are not going to do that. Alright, we need to insta-deploy some people in Leningrad, because I don't trust where these Italians are going. Alright, this is our last port, and we are losing the battle for it. I really did not expect to get overrun this fast. Like, I thought the front line would hold. No, not at all. Like, look at all these guys that we still have, like, in the process of, like, trying to retreat. Holy cow, I'm getting smoked here. This, like, man. I am not good at micro, it appears. Alright, the encirclement keeps getting worse and worse. We've been split in half while I'm just trying to move, like, this death stack down, but we just gotta keep pulling out. You know, the Italians are going here basically unopposed. Man, that's a shame my middle was so weak, because even the north, like, it started collapsing, but we stabilized. But just the center, we just couldn't hold it at all. Alright, I'm starting to think that this army might also be doomed in its entirety. So I don't know, do we just try to save these 2 divisions, or do we try to save everyone? That's the question. We could save a few, but we could lose everything if we mess up. You know what, we're already losing so much, I think we have to try to save this. This is such a huge part of the army. Oh, Kiev has just fallen. Yeah, someone's definitely going to be shot for this. Probably me, because I cannot handle all of these bulges the Germans keep forming in my front lines. Alright, yeah, it looks like, despite this being such a huge army, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them out. Alright, I'm just trying to escape this army. I'm not... Oh my god, we're getting encircled in more places. That's the issue, I focus on one place, and then everything else collapses. Like, what am I even supposed to do? You know what? Frick the rest of the country. We're saving this one army. Because this army will save the country. Oh my god, it's looking so bad. It's so bad. They're making so much progress down the middle. They're just so unopposed. Oh no, there goes the whole army. That's it. That's like the whole army encircled. What are our casualties at? We're at 1.83 million. Holy cow. How many divisions do we even have at this point? 58 divisions. Right, this might actually be the end of us. I'm gonna try to restabilize this crisis, but I don't know what we're gonna do. Now, we managed to save one division. Alright, it is 1942, and this is the State of the Union. As you can tell, we are not in a very good state. Our army has been wiped. We are down to 57 divisions, and they just keep encircling me. Like, the AI is actually very good at encircling. I'm just trying to hold on to Moscow and Leningrad at this point. But honestly, I'm not having a lot of hope. Our army is also super under-equipped. We're only supplying 48%. It is not great. I don't know how this is gonna go. Well, I do. I'm gonna capitulate. Alright, at the end of January, Stalingrad has been encircled, and I think it's gonna fall pretty soon. It looks like the Germans are trying to encircle Moscow as well. Alright, Stalingrad has fallen. This is not great. Although, Sevastopol is still holding. I'm hearing naval invasion sounds. It appears that the Italians are navally invading Finland. Unfortunately, Finland, I got some problems of my own, so I can't really help you. And yeah, Moscow's like fully encircled. Alright, Moscow has fallen, but that's alright. A minor setback. That's all that was. A minor setback. I think we can still pull this back, guys. Easy. I think this will be... we can easily pull this back. Don't mind the fact that I'm down to 21 divisions. Alright, so Finland has just capitulated, which is a pretty big liability to us. Yeah, things not looking great, but I know. I think we can still pull this back. Here's the cool thing. We encircled 5 divisions in Norway. That's pretty cool. We only lost this much of the country to get that done. What I realized is we cannot get any of the resources from Siberia anymore, because we can either, I guess, do them by convoy or by rail, and there isn't exactly a rail line we can do. In fact, we're actually surrounded at Leningrad by the lake. You know, for once, I was actually hoping that we could actually do, you know, the Road of Life focus, but unfortunately, we do not have full control of Moscow. Alright, Leningrad stands. Let's go. I think that gives us a bit of a buff. Alright, it appears that despite our best efforts, it looks like Leningrad might fall after about a year-ish of being encircled. Maybe 6 months. I don't quite know the time frame. All I know is pain. And I think once Leningrad falls, I think we'll capitulate because we're pretty close. We're at 97%. Oh, I just realized the Italians have also managed to land in the UK. So it looks like it's a race to see who will capitulate first, me or the UK. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm just looking at the map, and I have no idea what both the Axis and Finland is doing. Finland has 2 divisions, and the UK have a division here, and the Germans are navally invading this island that doesn't connect to anything, when they already have this huge, like, invasion here, but they barely have any divisions. Like, what is so important about this island? Like, Finland, why do you have troops here? Like, we need them here. Like, I don't know. There must be something I'm not understanding. Oh, frick. Leningrad has fallen. I believe it was on the 17th of August, and we have capitulated. These are indeed dark times. I don't think we have much of an army. We do not. I'm gonna let this play out because I'm pretty sure the UK is also about to capitulate because they are right outside of London. The one good thing is, I'm not quite sure how we managed to get away with this, but we are exiled, but we still have 1.8 thousand light tanks, 3,500 trucks, and 2,500 pieces of artillery. Like, right as Leningrad was, like, you know, about to fall, we, like, loaded up the battleships, like, all of our spare equipment. Alright, you know what? We might be able to have a comeback, because it'll take the Germans to get quite a while to get over here, so we might just be able to protect Siberia. Oh, London has fallen. Let's see, is that going to lead to the British capitulation? Not quite, but I think they probably will capitulate. Oh no, the Germans swarm! They're coming for us! I've just managed to resecure some of the land. Alright, we are approaching the end of 1942. This is what the world is looking like right now. Alright, it is August 9th, and the British have just capitulated. These are, in fact, dark times. Well, I'm gonna say it, you know, might be a surprise, but I'm gonna say that I did not complete this challenge successfully. I think we can easily call this game an Axis victory. Although I had a lot of fun trying this, not gonna lie. I definitely messed up, needed way more divisions. If you guys have any tips, by the way, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, I think I just did not have enough divisions, because some of the front lines held fine, and I could handle it. But as soon as they just started pouring through, I just could not have enough divisions to, like, cover the whole front line. But yeah, this was just front lines only. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you disliked it, give it a dislike. And if you loved it, consider subscribing. And I'll see you guys next time.